Somebody that came through this camp, came through SPAN, and wants to share with you for a couple minutes. And so I want you to give a hand for Coach Jaden.
I do. Can actually enjoy it.
We start off good. But I want to start by actually showing you guys some pictures. You know what I'm saying? Build a little credibility. I don't want you guys to think I'm just up here talking. So if you could show the first photo, please. This is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about your age, you know what I'm saying? Talent, football, you know. I thought I was tough. You know, I thought I was tough just after a rough game, a couple of tackles. All right, can you show the second picture, please? But you know, a little bit more grown up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get some reactions, right? More recently, I had a really cool opportunity with the Cleveland Browns. They actually gave me $10,000 towards my education. Yes, thank you. Yes. So, and part of that opportunity, they invited me to hang out with the team, watch them practice, and then, of course, meet some pretty cool players. My favorite QB in the league. Anybody else Michael Shador? Best QB in the league, I think so, right? Can you show the next picture, please? Some more stuff from the Cleveland Browns visit. You know what I'm saying? Dapping up Shador. And then can you show the next one? I think we got a cool video. So this is me breaking down the huddle with the Browns. They actually let me into practice. The coach let me in there and I got to break down the huddle. It has some audio, but you guys maybe, hopefully maybe you'll see it with some audio. Oh yeah. That was a really cool opportunity. And then if you can show the next one, please. Just a couple more from sports life. So this is a cool one with Mike Vrabel, coach of the New England Patriots. He graduated from the same school. Yes. So some more football stuff. He graduated from the same high school as me. I was able to gift him a pretty cool shirt that I designed. You can show the next one. This is me at the Junior Olympian Games. I run track. So that's another cool thing I like to get involved in. Can you show the next one, please? So one of my events is actually javelin. It's like a long spear, and I run and I try to throw it as far as I can. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is me throwing javelins. That was me competing against some of the best athletes in the country in Houston, Texas, at the AAU Junior Olympians. You can show the next one, please. These are some of the medals I won throughout the last year. Alright, you show the next one, please. And then off the track, I actually got to speak on a televised event for the city of Akron. So I love public speaking. I love connecting with young people and encouraging you guys. And that's what I plan on doing today. You can show the next one. Hopefully it's the last one. And most recently, I'm officially going to the University of Michigan to study business. Go blue. But, so we can switch back to the SPAN logo. But some of you guys, you know, like I said, I wanted to build a little bit of credibility, but you might be wondering, okay, what are you doing to where you're getting these positions? You know, you're hanging out with NFL teams, you're competing against some of the best athletes. And it started from a decision that I continued to make from the time I was 9 years old, like some of you guys, through 14, through 16, 15, 17, 18, and you know, now being an 18-year-old young man. It's this constant decision that I chose to make. And that's to challenge by choice. I want you guys to say that with me. Challenge by choice. Say it by yourself. Challenge. Yes, challenge by choice. So, challenge by choice is a mentality that I want you guys to approach. And so, everybody, one more time, challenge by choice.
Challenge by choice.
Yes. So see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, right? Two kinds of people. There's the type of person that does what's comfortable, what's easy, you know, maybe being around the same people that they're always around, eating the same type of foods that they always eat, going the same type of places that they always eat or always go. You know, they never really try anything new. They don't never put themselves out there. They stick to what they know, and they don't really go anywhere with it, right? And then there's the person in the world like myself and like some of the adults in here that have lived a little bit more experienced lives, and they look at something that's hard, maybe something that's a little scary, right? Something that's a little challenging, and says, I'm gonna try that anyway. I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna step into that lane anyway. Now let me ask you something. Anyone in here, in this room, whether an adult or a recent camper? Have you guys ever tried something that scared you a little bit, but you did it anyway? You know what I'm saying? And it maybe felt a little good afterwards, right? It felt I see some hand raising, some challenges, right? So you've done that before, and I believe that you can do it again. I believe that the same way that I've accomplished some of my lifelong goals and some of my favorite things to do in this world, you can do the same thing. And right now, before I really get into the message, I want to hear what are some of you guys' goals or big ideas that you might have? Let me see. Somebody who's got a big goal. Let me hear it.
To be a good volleyball player.
Like that. Okay. Let's hear the next thing.
Making the Olympics before I'm 18.
Okay. Everybody what you got?
To do long jump.
Okay, long jump. Fellow track athlete. One more. Let me see.
To be a good football player.
Good football. Okay, let me see. I see too many hands. I want to stop.
To be the world's greatest boxer.
World's greatest boxer. I like that. Right? So a lot of those things that you guys just said emphasize that mentality of challenge by choice. The world's greatest, the city's best, the state's greatest, right? Some of these things are what chooses to challenge by choice. It's what makes you be that person that says, no, I'm going to step into this hard role. I'm going to decide to do that hard thing before anybody makes me do it. Right? So look around. Every person in this room has already been challenged by choice. You've already done exactly what I'm asking you to do by showing up today. Right? You kept choosing hard things. You put on that flag football jersey. You played that volleyball game. Maybe you're a little banged up, maybe a little injured. But you kept choosing hard stuff when doing that stuff was a little uncomfortable, when it was a little scary, a little outside of what everyone else is doing. Maybe a little bit of something starts to happen inside of you where you're feeling that excitement, you're feeling that energy, right? So that is what sets you apart from the kid that stayed home today, right? The kid that doesn't show up is that you guys are continuing to challenge yourselves day by day. I want to kind of deviate from the notes a little bit and just get comfortable with you guys, right? So here's the other thing that I want you to understand, and it's about the person next to you. Everybody look at the person next to you. Look at the person next to you. None of these things that you're doing, none of these things that I'm doing, or any of these things, either way, either person you want to look at, right? None of these things are done alone, not a single one of them, right? The Browns, I had people who believed in me before I got the opportunity with the Browns, right? Maybe going to Michigan, right? Getting that full ride scholarship and being able to be in that space and be excited and be ready to go to college. I had mentors and parents who believed in me before I put that seed in myself, before I said, I'm going to do the hard thing anyway. I'm going to step apart from the crowd anyway, right? So what's the word of the day? Challenge by? Choose to make the hard choice. And look, when you choose to make that hard choice, when you step into that uncomfortable environment, the people around you are what's going to support you. The people around you are those who matter, right? So I want you guys to say, I matter.
I matter.
I want you to say, you matter.
You matter.
Point to the person next to you, say, you matter.
You matter.
Now say, the people around me matter.
The people around me matter.
My friends matter.
My friends matter.
My family matters.
My family matters.
That's right. By choosing to challenge yourself by choice, it's easier when you have people around you who are also choosing to do hard things, but supporting you in those same hard things. You feed off of each other's energy. I feed off of my mom's energy, my mentors, my pastor's energy. I feed off of that when I push them to do that hard thing. You believe in each other, you know what I'm saying, when things get a little hard. So that person that's next to you that was on your team today is not just your teammate on the field, right? They're your teammate in life. When you look to do hard things, when you look to challenge yourself by choice, look to that person that's next to you and say, hey man, I need some help. I need some support on this, right? I need to talk to you about this. So I know you guys are tired. You know what I'm saying? You guys maybe a little busy, a little hungry, things going rough, and you want to get home and who wants to go home and get into bed, right? All right, me too. It's been a long day. So I want to close, and I know that you guys, lots going through your mind. You got words from your parents, you got words from your pastors, you got words from your teachers. But as I close, I want you guys to remember this. Somewhere between when I was 9 years old, right, I was sitting in this seat, like Pastor Corinne said, and where I'm standing right now, I made a decision. Right? I made a decision over and over and over and over and over again. And not every single time I made a decision. did I choose to do the hard thing, right? I took the easy way sometimes. I slacked off a couple times, right? But I want to encourage you guys that uncomfortable thing, that thing that scared me a little bit, every time I chose that, I came out better on the other side. I'm better and I'm on the other side right now. The pictures that I just showed you, some of the experiences that I've gotten to accomplish and gotten to take my family with me is by that challenge by choice mentality that I said, when everyone else is doing this thing, I'm gonna try this way. And not because I'm gonna be stubborn, right? Because I recognize that in doing that challenge by choice activity, in doing that frustratingly hard thing, I know that I'm gonna come out better on the other side. So I want that for every single one of you. I want you, when you go home tonight, maybe you talk to your siblings, encourage them in that mentality. Challenge by? Challenge by? Right. When you go back to school next month, when you got practice next week, ask yourself this one question. Am I challenging myself by choice, or am I just doing what's easy? Am I doing what everyone else says, what everyone else does, right? Because you are capable of doing hard things. You're capable of being the world's greatest boxer. You're capable of being the best volleyball player that's ever known. You're capable of doing every single thing that's in your mind when I ask that question, what do you want to do? But it starts by making that decision in your heart right now at this A.R.I.S.E camp 2026. I forget what today's date is. But today, starting today, you are capable of doing that same thing. Go be great. Go be great, because every single one of you guys got the mentality and the preparation and the opportunity to do it. So I want to emphasize one last time. Say it with me. Challenge by choice.
Challenge by choice.
Challenge by choice.
Challenge by choice.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Challenge. Yes. Who's going to challenge himself by choice after this? Let's go do it. Go be great. Thank you, guys. Thank you.